I'm ready. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing good today. There's been a lot of news to discuss, a lot of good things happening, a lot of stuff to look forward to with DC Comics and DC related stuff. And we're going to get into all that right after this. As always, I hope everyone's doing good and you take a pause for the cause to check the description to any and all of my videos. You'll see links to fantastic resources like Big Time Collectibles, where you can pick up exclusives, CGC books, all kinds of stuff. Big Time Collectibles is always doing some really amazing things. You can get in on their gold tier membership thing. You get a monthly mystery box from them, which I have mine that arrived that I'm looking forward to opening. I'll probably post that video tomorrow. And if you need anything clean press or submitted to Grading Justin Comics, got you covered. Let them know you found them via the channel. And a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games. You sponsored the channel as well as specifically this stream right here and give us the ability to give away cool prizes, including today's prizes. This stuff right here, that's the brand new issue of, I think it's called Justice League and Sonic or Sonic the Hedgehog X Justice League or DC, something along those lines. But I saw this beautiful cover by Lucas Myers. I'm like, that's the one. This is a 5th week release. What that means is it's 5 different new comic book days in 1 month. So historically, it's a smaller release week. And I saw this cover. I'm like, that's cool. You got Sonic, Shadow, Superman, Batman. You got them all on there. So going with that, then we got this one. Had to grab this one. It made the thumbnail. Gold Beetle, fantastic character created by Jeremy Adams, a time traveler. Precog, super cool character, and the Nathan Zerdy cover had to go with that. And then the new, like a week or so ago, I think it came out while I was on vacation. Got a stack of them though. You got a nice stack of these. Is this the right book? Yeah, Aquaman Shark Week special with Discovery Channel having Shark Week and being all ultimately owned by Warner Brothers. They did a Shark Week special, which is super cool, super fun, action-packed, great art, fun read. So throwing all of those in there together. And of course, you can see the super chat goal is up. If we hit the super chat goal, we are adding in the custom Legion mystery packs, much like the Ollie's packs or the Walmart packs. I decided like, I can put together my own. So that's what I've done. I've grabbed some back issues. There's 12-cent books in there. There's just a random assortment of books in there, plus the Justice League Watchtower cards. Got the limited Legion foil sticker in there, a magnet from ABX, sealed pack of cards from Superman back in the 90s with 8 cards in it, then a couple of the Watchtower stuff. So get a pack of mystery comics. That's your tease book in there. You got Justice League issue 126 right there on the front. That is a 25-cent goodie. So stuff from across the ages, but they're all guaranteed to be DC, where the Ollie's packs, it could be random. Now they are DC. So if we had the super chat goal, we'll add that in there, really beefing out today's prize pack. So yeah, let's say hey to some folks, get the ball rolling here. Clocking in first, we got Lisa Babs. Happy Tuesday to you. Good to see you here today. Hope you're doing good. Ruby G is in the building. Cowabunga to you, good sir. Did Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, and John Cena have a child? I see the connection you made with all of that because of the hand phasing out. She is fritzing. You have to read it to find out what's happening. Comic Book Community Awards are in the chat, aka Brian LCS, last week to nominate in the 2025 CBC Awards. Nominations close on Saturday. Please nominate before it's too late. I did mine last night. I was hanging out with some buddies on one of their streams. I was kind of just cleaning up around the room, packing up and boxing up some of these Turoks. I had to get an entire long box to put my Turok number 1s in. Ran out of space even doing that. But I did my voting on that stream. It was different format this year, different tiers, categories, not format, same thing. You just free, it's fast, it's easy. You go to cbcawards.org and you fill in the channels that you enjoy under the appropriate categories. You don't have to have this infinite knowledge of YouTube. You are allowed to leave things blank, but if you're able to fill them in, fill them in. It's super fun. I appreciate anybody over the years that nominated for me. I got a few of those awards. I thank y'all very much. And Lisa dropping the link. Thank you very much, Lisa. Good stuff. But yeah, be sure to support the cause. It's meant to be fun. I can't stress that enough. People take these things so serious. They get all twisted out of shape and they arguments and get bitter toward people. These awards are just for fun, people. It's just meant to be a good time. And remember, we're not here for a long time. Just a good time. Just a good time. What's up, Pop Pop? Hello to you. Here we go. What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you in here. Strange Dog Comics and Wrestling. Hello to you. Austin LeMay, what's up, homie? Hope you're doing good today. Anyone have 100 plus degrees today? We have all week. Right now, we're sitting at 101, 104. We're at 104 right now, Scotty. Whoop today is that day of the month where my body and mind is just like, nope, you ain't doing nothing today. Yeah, I have those days every now and then too. Slam coffee, and luckily the kids keep me moving. Phil Ailing is in the house. What's up, homie? Good to see you in here. Marty, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday from CA. Pop's dropping that custom emojis. You get access to those through the channel membership, but we'll talk about here in just a minute. This is the last week of the month. So that means Sunday during my live stream, we'll draw for the winner of the Legion Loot, the monthly channel member appreciation prize. So I got some cool stuff themed for the upcoming Peacemaker show. For that, JLA, hoorah for Aquaman, my favorite DC title right now, dude. Yeah, Aquaman's awesome. Jeremy Adams is crushing it. Shark Week, best week on TV. Yeah, and what's cool about it is they specifically cross Aquaman with the Air Jaws team. So if you watch Shark Week, you know they have that dedicated show to the sharks that breach the water, and that reoccurring shark Colossus and all that. It's that team they're dragging the prop seal behind their boat, and that's when stuff goes down. So it's really cool. You actually get Shark Week lore in the book. It's really fun. What's up? The adventurous one is in the building. Joseph Michaels, seeing Superman for the 10th time now, still rocks. 10 out of 10. 500 million strong and still growing. Not bad. It's doing good. Can't wait for tomorrow. New DC Day. Yes, sir. What's going on, Wayne Deacon? Good to see you. Gary Woods. Hello, hello. Brian LCS is here too. Split personality confirmed. Made my nominations already. Good luck, everyone. There you go. There you go. Wellbore. Hello, hello, hello. People saying hey. People saying hey. 85 here in Michigan right now. Doggos are sitting in front. Both fans going super high right now. Yep. As long as they're comfy. As long as they're comfy. So it's been a fun week, right? The end of a really fun month. It's been a great month. Middle of the summer. Massive releases happening in the theater. A bunch of stuff going on in comic books. So this past Saturday, I was off this weekend. So I had the chance to sit there and get caught up on reading from being on vacation and stuff. With the exception of this top couple, these were a little bit more back issue. This was my reading stack that I read this weekend. So I knocked all these out, got through all of these. A lot of good stuff in there, which means there's maybe one Marvel book, but a lot of good stuff. Got a ton of DC in there. All the Energon's books, the Ghost Machine books, the Godzilla titles. It's just a lot of great stuff to read right now, and I'm excited to dive in and talk about a lot of this stuff. So be sure to come by Sunday night for Outweeks In. Me and Sector 2815 go through and spoil the stories and actually talk about them. If you don't mind having the story spoiled, or if you've read them and want to discuss them, we spotlighted the first issue of the New History of DC Universe when it came out, because it's very relevant for new readers and old. If you're not picking that up, it's mandatory. So we did a whole stream. We went through it. We'll be doing that again Sunday. And also, like I mentioned, drawing for the winner of the Legion Loot. And there's going to be some more prizes in there. But for the theme part of it, with Peacemaker coming out, we've got the DC Finest collection for Peacemaker. So this is like got it from his first appearance through his 1980s series. Covers content from 1966 to 1993, all the way up to his appearance in the Eclipso mini. That's a $40 collected volume with their new stuff right there. First appearance of Vigilante in New Teen Titans Annual 2. Peacemaker #1, the modern comic edition of it, and Vigilante #1. So got some cool Peacemaker stuff in there. I'm going to be throwing some more variants in there, some of the BTC exclusives in there, and all that good stuff. All right, we got kids up here whispering at me. What? What is it? What? Y'all need me to peel the sticker?
Yeah.
Y'all got littler fingers than me.
Yeah, but we can't do it.
Y'all can't do it?
No. A little too hard.
Here, Monk. Yeah, that one ready. Just pinch it right there where it's open. There you go. All right, Phil, until we get yours. We're aiming for this little side piece here. I think we might have got it. Here you go, Finn.
Thank you.
You are welcome, sir. Pop said, Finn.
Hello.
He said, hello. Monkey says hey too. Joe said, hey, Finn and Monkey.
Hi.
They both said hi back. Both said hi back. But yeah, we'll be spinning for the winner of the Legion loot during that live stream. It's the first Sunday of every month when we draw for the winner, and the way that you can get in on that action is you can just hit that join button down below. Channel membership, it's always open. For some people, it says join. For some people, it says subscribe plus. Just your subscriber button turns into the join button. You hit that. There's two different tiers. There's a supporter tier that gets you the loyalty badges and access to the custom emojis. But the Legion tier gets you the early access to content, guaranteed invites to private streams, and your name on the channel member of the month Legion loot. So be sure to check that out. It's a great way to support the channel because that's how I fund giving away all this stuff. That's how we do it. That's how it's done. All right, so I don't know what we want to talk about first, but with San Diego Comic-Con being last week, there was a lot of cool stuff. And y'all know I enjoy the action figures and McFarlane stuff. I dive into that stuff regularly. There's no new shows this week. There's no new movies. Like the Adventurous One pointed out, Superman's still rocking and rolling. I think it's like the highest grossing Superman movie now for domestic. It didn't have a massive international draw, but it's past $500 million. It's still not a financial success for Warner Brothers, despite what they might try to say. It's definitely far from being a financial success, but the film as a whole is a success. You know, it won a lot of favor back with the general audience. It had people happy when they left, good word of mouth, overall positive reception, and that's fantastic for the DCU and their plans moving forward. But it was a big movie that they put out. Very expensive. I'm sure they made a lot of their money back in other areas, though, from the social media aspect of it to the merchandising and all that. But straight box office success, it didn't get there yet. But it's still moving. It'd be interesting to see it get there, but it definitely has to hit that 700 lifetime box office to have done it just solely at the box office. But it's still moving. And now that both that and Fantastic Four are both out, they're going to be rolling unchallenged for the rest of the summer. For my kids, they go back to school next week. I think it's the 4th or something like that. We got open house coming up this week, and then they go back in. But it's different for everybody, so it's going to be interesting to see how both of these films keep performing for the rest of the summer. Now that most of the diehard fans have seen them, just what do the normies do when they go to the theater and they have the choice? Well, what do we want to see, this or that? Which one are they picking? It's going to get interesting from here. Going to get interesting. What is going on, Bryant? Good to see you. Dope. What's up, homie? Good to see you in here. So I'll say first thing I want to look at. Because I haven't even gone over here to look at it yet. I just got to pull it up and let's see. Let's share the screen. Let's take a look at McFarlane's website. There's some really cool stuff over here right now. He just dropped these today, and I'm already seeing people complaining about them being sold out on Amazon. That's what made me think to pull this up. But the new DC McFarlane Collector Edition. It's a 3-figure set here. Got some classic style figures. Very, 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 very cool looking Mirror Master, Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, as well as Metron from the New Gods. And he comes with the Mobius chair as well. These bad boys are flipping sweet. So you can get all 3 of them discounted down to $89.22 if you use promo code MTS10 at checkout. You'll get an additional 10% off, which typically knocks off the cost of shipping. So you could get them with that discount that's already on there, plus an additional 10. That'd be a pretty decent deal. And then you've got the whole little 6-pack where you're guaranteed to get the, what is it called, the platinum figure in it, Metron, Mirror Master, and Deathstroke. They're all available. Oh, the single issue Mirror Master's out. That's wild to think, out of the 3 of them. That's pretty cool, I guess. Well, not right now. Yeah. But yeah, they're available. Get them while you can if you want them. Because I was seeing, like I said, on those posts that they were going fast at other select retailers. I'm not sure why people order from other select retailers over the McFarlane site specifically. Joe said, got my orders in on them. Joe, I know you order figures a lot. Why do people opt to use Amazon versus going straight through McFarlane? I'm just curious. I have no clue because I'm just a hound to tradition. I do what I do, and I like, if I have a good experience, I continue doing it. I don't look elsewhere. I don't shop through Big Bad Toy Store. I don't shop through Amazon. I go straight to the actual source because why not? But what is there an advantage that I'm unaware of? Am I missing something with ordering straight through Amazon? Need to know. Need to know. And this was one of the ones that released the week at Comic-Con right here. It's the Peacemaker Deluxe Theatrical Edition. 7-inch figure. Pre-order, it ships in August. Now, this is one that Peacemaker was released previously with the Suicide Squad wave back when James Gunn's movie released. This one's a little different. This one comes with Eagle Eye. It comes with the mask on, the mask off, as well as multiple helmets that you can take on and off. So I'm not sure if this one that's on the figure in the packaging is a fixed helmet that is not able to be removed, or what the deal is with that. Either way, dude, I'm excited for this one because if you notice what comes next to him right here, that silver thing that's shaped like an L, that thing wasn't allowed to be included with McFarlane DC figures for a while. There's a mandate from Warner Brothers that stopped it from happening, but he's gotten around it. He found a loophole. He just, on the McFarlane Toy Store site, you can buy these not a toy items. So that's how he does that. But I'm super excited for that. I ordered it with along with a non-DC figure that really has me excited. This bad boy right here released also. So Peacemaker, Quaritch here from Avatar, like all of these are released in the same week, and the biggest and most awesome thing ever also did. But this is really cool. The price tag is unfortunate. I don't think there's any other way to describe it other than unfortunate. It comes with all kinds of stuff. You know, they've done these Ekrans, they've done these figures back when the the second film came out. It was like a $24 figure and like a $70 Ekran. They're huge. They have multiple points of articulation. They're some of the nicest figures, especially for the price point that I've ever seen. But this was a figure that a lot of people that are into the Avatar stuff was asking for because it didn't make one for the second movie. I guess because it would have been like a movie spoiler. But what we got going on here is like filling in the gap of something that very cool. Awesome. They're filling in a gap of something that we were missing from the last wave. Just a single figure release. They're putting them together instead of separate. And that stand, that base there with the trees, the roots, all that, didn't get any of that in the other one. So price tag's unfortunate, but they beefed it up a little bit, and it was impossible to pass on. So I ordered that along with my Peacemaker. This one doesn't ship till October, and that's why I'm a little concerned. I did it because I got the biggest discount putting them together. I used some points that I have at the McFarlane website to be able to apply a gift card to it. So I got Peacemaker and Quaritch and got them together. So it was a good deal. Good deal. But I'm wondering, I don't know how they do it, if they're going to ship separately or wait till both items are in to ship. Either way, I'm excited for them. Let me see if I can find this big deal release because it's fully funded now. No, that's not what I want. Where's the drawing board? Where's the drawing board? I don't know where they keep this stuff. Let's see if we can find it from search. This was amazing. They released the Batmobile. Man, I'm not even seeing it. It's fully funded, so did they take it down? Is it gone? Let me see if I can find it on another one. So this was the first time I participated in like a crowdfunding thing with McFarlane. I don't know why he chose to do it this way, but I was perfectly fine with him doing it this way because it turned out to be amazing. And the price was super awesome, which after showing you that Avatar figure, it's crazy to see that this thing would be as cheap as it was. I don't see this drawing board thing on here. They might have updated the website. Dude, it is not on here anymore. Not here at all. That's crazy. But the entire Zack Snyder Batmobile was done on a crowdfund on here. Yeah, it's not listed on here nowhere. All the previous Batmobiles. Dude, that's wild. They must have taken it down. It got fully funded overnight, so it must be gone. No, it's not under the Collectors Club. It's under the drawing. Oh, yeah, I see it. Thanks, Pop.
Hey, Daddy.
Good man.
Daddy.
Let's see what we got. Yes, Finn. Yes, Finn. Yes, Finn. Yeah, it looks like Matt's hat now. Here we go.
What?
Here we go. Good call, Pop.
Hmm?
Fully funded at $409,000. Boom! We got the first $2 super chat from Steven with a C. He's coming for that Legionnaires mystery pack. Big shout out to Steven. Thank you so much. A1 from day one. So here it is. Finally found it. So this also launched the same week as the Avatar figure, the Peacemaker figure, Comic-Con. Like, it was a massively busy week. It's the Batmobile from Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman and Justice League. It has them listed both on there. It was technically the same Batmobile, but there's definitely different features to the Batmobile in those two different films, and he did not ignore the details when he did this campaign. So I'm not sure why the campaign was done like this versus an outright sale. Maybe so that he can get the specific orders done ahead of time. No, buddy. I don't know where one is. I don't know. Okay. If I had some up here, I'd be happy to give you one. I don't have any up here. I might have to get some more. Guys. But there were limited numbers of these things. At least in certain tiers there were. And by tiers, it's just like a Kickstarter, this McFarlane Collectors Club drawing board. But we're up to 2,333 backers, 102% funded, but still 23 days to go. It was like 75% funded on day one. I was a backer, if that's what they're called. I was a drawer on day one, hour one, within the first couple of minutes. But here's the tiers. You get the just the straight up Batmobile presented as the Batman v Superman Batmobile, just sleek, specific, just the Batmobile. It's $80. Not crazy to think about. It's a lot of molds that go into that. Nothing has been repurposed or reused. First time doing it. There it is, $80. Amazing Batmobile. But for what, like $20 more, you can get the Justice League version. And it's optional. It's attachable pieces that pop onto that, where you have the giant cannon on the top of it, the two machine guns on it. Of course, even with the BVS version, you have the turrets on the front of it. So you get the full Justice League version, which looks awesome. And what's the next price point? $129.99. You add an exclusive Batman figure. So this is from the Justice League. It's got the armored out suit from the end of the film, wired cloth cape, and a new head sculpt. The head sculpt on this was not the one previously used on this figure at all. The one that we had on this figure when it was first released had his goggles either down on over his eyes or up on his head. There was a chase that had the goggles up on his head. And then the bat signal that lights up. It actually lights up. So you can get the Batmobile, all the accessories, Batman, and a light up bat signal for $129.99. Then the next one at $169.99, you can add 3 more exclusive figures. Now, this is the Snyder Cut specific here, the Justice's Gray edition that they put on HBO Max. You get a reissue version of the BVS figures done in grayscale, because they did a version of the movie in grayscale where you can watch it in black and white. It's actually a pretty cool experience. So now we're up to 4 figures, a light up bat signal, a Batmobile, all the accessories for $169.99, and then for an additional $20, you can get a metal poster signed by Todd McFarlane. So all in for the whole thing, you can get the Batmobile with all the accessories, with a Batman, with a bat signal, with 3 additional figures of the Trinity, and a metal poster signed by Todd McFarlane for $10 cheaper. Stay with me here. A Batmobile accessories, a bat signal, 4 figures, metal posters, Todd McFarlane signature, limited to 1,000 for $10 cheaper than that daggum Avatar figure. And that's why we were talking about Avatar, E-Man. And that's why I was talking about Avatar. That's crazy, right? 4 figures of prop accessories and an entire Batmobile. These aren't little Batmobiles. They're scaled for 7-inch figures. Scaled properly for 7-inch figures. Scaled amongst each other with the other Batmobiles. Amazing deal on this. There's still 23 days to go. If you're a fan of these movie line figures, if you're a fan of the Batmobiles, if you're a fan of the Snyderverse, this is one of those can't miss pieces right here. Can't miss. A lot of ways to get in there. But go to McFarlane's website. Go to, like Pop said, the Collectors Club. Go to the drawing board and check it out. Check it out. Like I said, there's 23 days to go, but with these different tiers, it shows you how many people have claimed them. What? I don't even know what that is. We'll go put it up on the kitchen table. Mommy can find some more string. Put it back together. Or just throw it all over the floor on accident. I think one came over here by the book bag too. You know, like look under there. Maybe. Like look under the cardboard. Is there one under there? But yeah, all of these are open orders until you get down to the bottom. Because that final tier, I guess because it has the metal posters that are signed, there's only 1,000 of them. 715 are already claimed, so only 285 left. So get in where you fit in, check it out. Don't miss out. Don't get sad if you don't get it. So yeah, that's freaking good deal. Considering the Avatar, one figure, I mean, they're not little figures. Those things are huge. They're massive. But those things were like $99 to get the figure and the Ekran, and now they're up to $199. And then that Batmobile accessories, Bat Signal, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, metal poster, signature, $189. The math ain't mathin', but here I am. I ended up going for both of them. And it doesn't charge you until the end of the campaign, I guess. That's when you pay out for it. What is going on, Brother John's Comics? Good to see you in here. Peacemaker without a Peacemaker without a piece makes no sense. You are correct. Wait a minute. I came for DC. Yep. Most companies sell on their site along with Amazon, and if you have an Amazon link, you can earn a few pennies from purchases. And personally, I bought from companies and had to wait longer for the items. There you go. Yeah, I never thought about the wait time with stuff. What I thought just from looking at the people in the comments, I was wondering if because I know people with Amazon Prime accounts it used to all be free shipping. I don't think that's how it works anymore, but I assume like they're saving money somehow and they might be sellers, and you got to minimize your expense as much as possible. So, a lot of people buy these things and they stock their vending booths and stuff like that with them or sell them online and all that stuff. So that's what I always thought. I use Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store because you don't have to pay right away. Well, there you go. There's another option. I don't know if McFarlane has that option or not. I'm not sure. Was this $200? The Avatar toy is $200. The all-in for the Batmobile is $190. Crazy. Yeah, not bad for the Batmobile. An Avatar figure, crazy. And 2 days later at Comic-Con, they didn't reveal the figures, but they teased with 5 individual images, which are a close-up shot of the next wave of the Avatar figures for Fire and Ash, which I have all of them from the other one. I'll be getting all of them for this upcoming one as well. That new trailer for Avatar dropped, and it looked amazing. Boom, $5 super chat from Papa Willie. What is going on, brother? He said, I'm subbed to you and everything, and it don't show you live on my page. Yeah, that's how YouTube is, man. That's how it is. Unless you pay, they don't want you to play. I refuse to pay YouTube to promote my stuff. That just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's how it goes, man. I do appreciate you coming by, dropping the super chat. Hope you're doing good today, man. I want a Playmobil of the Batmobile. There you go. What is going on, madam? Good afternoon to you. Kev, what's happening? Hello, hello. I'm a fan of this, but sadly won't be able to back it because I have way too much money going out in August. I hate being an adult. Man, I love being an adult. If I was a kid, I wouldn't be able to get none of this stuff. If I was a kid, I wouldn't have none of it. I say that, but my kids got a ton of toys. Ton of toys. Boom, boom, boom. What is going on? JSS Brooklyn. Good to see you in here, homie. My Captain Action Silver Streak vehicle is scaled for 2 12-inch figures. That is really huge. Yeah, I remember when you found that. I remember when you found that thing online. That was impressive. Impressive. McFarlane don't have the pay later option. They charge you right after you order is placed, even for pre-orders. Yeah, me personally, just me personally, I prefer the pay immediately thing with everything in life, all of it, everything. Whether I'm buying a toy or whether I'm buying a car, I like the option to cash up front everything. But I like to live off the grid. I like to be what's called a credit ghost. Like they don't even know I exist. Pops gets that joke. Captain Action has a vehicle. I've only seen. Yep. Yeah. Toy collecting is getting out of hand for me. Ain't it though? Ain't it though, E-Man? E-Man posted a good video. Really fun reviewing what's it called? I would say Jetfire, but that wouldn't be accurate. What would be called, like Plane Torch? Like the knockoff Jetfire Plane Torch? Yes, Monkey. What is it, baby? A while. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Yeah. There are a few 12-inch Joe vehicles. Oh yeah. Yeah, Skyfire. There you go. Skyfire. It was a cool looking figure though. It was even more importantly, it was a fun video. You did a really good job putting that together. You were a kid once and you had all that stuff. You still do. Definitely didn't have all of it. We had a bunch of stuff. We had some good stuff. I remember vividly, man. I can tell you exactly when I bought almost every and any toy. That we were on a schedule. If we did good in school, we were allowed to get a toy every time we got a report card with all A's, plus birthdays and Christmas is when we got toys. My kids and Pop, my kids get toys at a rate that's unheard of. Me and Pops were even talking about this Sunday. I had a little brief opening without the kids, and I rushed to Second and Charles just so I could go look without having to financially commit to at least spending $100 because the kids are with me, because it's hard to tell these kids no. They're good kids. They're good kids. Joshua Davis, what is going on, homie? It is definitely hard to tell them no, but let's take a look at what's coming out this week. Like I said, it is a 5th week release. That means that not a lot of stuff is coming out. That's typical of 5th week releases. I don't know why. I just don't understand why. Do I have a good one of these? I don't think I do. That's a good one, I guess, once we click on it. Yeah, let's go with that one. Me just floating up here in the corner. So 5th week release, what we got coming out this week are a bunch of annuals and random stuff. So I don't read a lot of these, to be honest with you. As big as my comic sack is, a lot of these aren't in there, but we have the Nightwing 2025 annual. I have no clue what's going on in Nightwing. Sins of the Past is the name of the story. Dan Waters is writing it. I enjoy Dan Waters' writing. He's written a few things that I've checked out. But what is the Zani? Commissioner Maggie Sawyer digs into the past crimes of the mysterious Olivia Pierce and discovers far more than she bargained for when she uncovers the existence of a strange and terrible entity. What is the Zani? Where does it come from? And what is the true plans for Nightwing? Got no clue what's going on with Nightwing, but the annual is out this week. No additional covers available. That's a wild one. It's not the only annual, but another title that I dropped along the way. Titans annual is out this week as well. That looks like a Nicole Scott cover. That's a beautiful cover. I like that a lot. Donna Troy front and center there. I like how they have Raven in the background. Multiple Eisner Award-winning superstar artist and storyteller Phil Jimenez from Wonder Woman Historia makes his grand return to another fan favorite Wonder Woman in this oversized annual story. Donna Troy reflects on the many loves and lives that shaped her as she cuts a trail through New York City to meet her estranged father for the very first time. But what awaits her at the end of this journey will shock Diana and readers alike. Now I kind of wish I would have picked that up. It kind of sounds like a decent one-off. A really decent one-off. Do I see? You do. But yeah, I dropped this on during Tom Taylor's run. Tom Taylor's a good writer, but with these ongoing series, man, it seems like he's just off his game. He's not on it anymore, and I didn't jump back on it. I enjoy the Titans. I like the Teen Titans, but I don't know, I don't know. You know, they really were pushing the Teen Titans during the Dark Crisis era, the Dawn of DC era, and they couldn't get them to get the traction they wanted. But they're back. They're doing their regular scheduled stuff. I don't know. Didn't make the splash they wanted it to, and now it's kind of just fallen to a standard place. You know, there's a pecking order to these books. The Trinity get the most love. The Justice League is your premier team, and Titan is your secondary. That's just, it's just the way the world works. Batman The Long Halloween, the last Halloween, issue number 8 out this week. And there was a cool variant for this. This Becky Cloonan variant was amazing. Look at that. That's really cool. But Jeff Loeb writing the next and final Long Halloween installment. You had a few of these. You know, Dark Victory followed it up and stuff like that. We got The Long Halloween, the last Halloween is up to issue number 8 out of 10. This is one that I stopped reading along the way. I'm waiting for it all to be released, and I was going to check it all out after the fact. I might just get it in a collected volume, or I might wait till they get all these covers out and just piece them all together. Rob Liefeld did an amazing cover for these along the way. It was spectacular. Spectacular. But Solomon Grundy, some cool covers on there. Really cool. Batman follows Holiday's trail into the ruins of the Falcone family estate, where he comes face to face with an old foe. I wonder who it's going to be. I wonder who the old foe is going to be. Clearly, it's Solomon Grundy. But on a 5th week release, The Incredible Hulk number 27 is out. That's on my pool list. It's not good. This really just exists. Part 5, Bad Moon Rising for The Flash. I had another title I dropped. Cy Spurrier is the absolute worst Flash writer of my lifetime. Crazy to think that I'd rather drop this than try to keep the run intact. My logic was, I'm not paying $4 a book that I don't want to read. I can go back and fill in the holes of the run later if I decide to, out of a back issue bin for significantly cheaper, and to give me something to chase. But as the war rages on the moon, Jay West and one of the temporary Flashes enter Eclipso's new form in an attempt to stop the total blackout of the sun. Also, while the glitching issues have returned, and this time they may hold a key to turning the tide of the battle. So I had no clue what was going on in here, other than Eclipso was present. The Shade was in the last issue. I do look at the covers at the very least. I didn't know he was glitching. That makes me wonder if what's going on in here might have to do with what's coming next for DC Comics. We have a few events looming, but out this week, and this one I did pull, I have read, was fantastic, is Justice League's Dark Tomorrow special. This has been teased for a while. This is pretty solid. We just had that little storyline take place called We Were Yesterday inside of the pages of Justice League Unlimited and World's Finest. It flip-flopped one issue to the next, It was really fun. Mark Waid wrote it. Dan Mora did some art. Super solid story. Heavily recommend. The whole concept was Grodd got a hold of Martian Manhunter's superpowers. Grodd's already like this super smart techno genius. He's able to control people with his mind, and Martian Manhunter can do that, and it amplified Grodd. So Grodd looked at the current state of affairs with there being so many heroes, all of them working in unison to form this Justice League Unlimited, thought about the past history of all the villains, of how they've come together as a Legion of Doom. They've always been bested. But what if he goes back through time and cherry picks all the villains from an era before they saw defeat and puts together a Legion of Doom comprised of members from across time that haven't saw defeat, kind of thing. And then he starts attacking the Justice League throughout time. That's how World's Finest comes into play with the book as well. By the end of it, there's been some time hopping issues are really messing up the temporal stream. And on top of that, that rift that's inside the Watchtower, that's at the spot where Darkseid, air quotes here, died, that Omega Energy rift, Grodd was ultimately after that. He put his hand in it. The Omega Energy amped him up again. So the big battle was massive. But in so doing, heroes from across the time stream showed up, and it was a massive fight. It was super fun. Heroes and villains from all across DC's history going at it. And by the end of it, not everyone's back where they go. The Omega portal closed. They couldn't get everyone back. A lot of people just kind of phase, shift, glitch back to where they go. But there's a lot of people that are still present. And that's where this book comes in. That's what this is about, is some of those people banding together to go address an issue. I don't want to get into spoiler territory here, but that's the setup for this story. This is just a one-shot special. There is no issue 2, but the story is continued in the pages of Superman as well as Justice League Unlimited, because, again, the continuity at DC right now is so on point. I can't even describe it. But in the wake of We Are Yesterday crossover, a mysterious quantum quorum has emerged, stalked by the lethal enemy that takes no prisoners. The League deputizes a ragtag group of time-displaced heroes like Batman Beyond, Gold Beetle, and Helena Wayne. And there's more. There's a lot more. You got Jonah Hex on the team. You got Marilyn Moonlight on the team. It's flipping awesome. Plastic Man's on the team to fill the void left behind by the Time Masters and save the quorum from the mysterious threat that's picking off time travelers one by one. These legends of tomorrow are the only ones standing in the way of this cascading chronal Armageddon, with the past, present, and future teetering on the brink in this oversized special leading to the next big DC All-In event. So we know that we have this Omega level event happening this fall. We know that the Legion of Darkseid just premiered. Their story just kicked off in the newest issue of Superman. They're insane. They're crazy. They're brutal. They're savage. It's all connected. All has to do with each other. Highly recommend this one. Super fun read. Kevin Davis, what's going on, homie? Good to see you in here. People in Hollywood want to see James Gunn win right now. Cool. Yeah, there you go. Good stuff. DCX Sonic the Hedgehog. This is one. I got this variant right here. This one that's going to be given away today. Got an awesome copy of that. Sonic's popping. A lot of people liking some Sonic. This is a fun one. A little crossover goodness. Not one that I'm reading. There's been some fun variants along the way. Them jam pieces, a mashup with characters. But overall, all in all, it's a pretty tame weekend. You got a couple of more specials. You have the California Love. It's the summer special. They like to do these seasonal oversized books. It's a square bound. It's $10. Multiple creators telling a bunch of little stories featuring the Superman family. The whole Super family is hitting the road in a series of action-packed adventures across the great state of California. Supergirl's day at the beach is interrupted by a demonic creature from the deep and John Constantine. John and Connor Kent team up to wrangle an escaped beast in the Redwood. Bizarro literally crashes an audition for a major motion picture and joins Superman and Lois as a kaiju from the Pacific Ocean comes for their family vacation. The summer of Superman is heating up, so slather on some sunscreen and snag your latest beach read. I typically skip these things, these little seasonal specials. Cool Power Girl variant and a cool Supergirl variant. But the summer of Superman is apt. Like, Superman is crushing it right now. A lot of people giving Superman some love and some props. And I think this might be the last one. Gotham City Sirens, Unfit for Orbit, issue number 5. No clue what's going on with this. Like, I thought like issue 1 just came out, but here's issue 5. That's wild. Not sure, but the DC Bombshells, we've got so many titles out. Crushing it. I was glad to see that many people are really pushing and supporting them. I think that might be it for all the DC titles for this week. A couple Godzilla books, as always. Well, one Godzilla book. Oh, yeah. Here's a good one. The reprint for Superman number 1. There's options for this one, too. There's a regular foil and a blank. Oh, this is the one that Alex Ross did the version of for San Diego Comic-Con, which looks terrible, by the way. Like, look at the shading on his chest. You see the S shield, but look at the shading across his chest on both sides of the S. Now, when Alex Ross did it, he missed the boat on the shading. He absolutely missed the boat on this. It's unfortunate, super unfortunate cover. Like, I just don't know what like happened with this piece. Like, this is one that I would absolutely love to get. I don't do homage covers often. I love Alex Ross. I've got his recreation of Action Comics 1 in foil. I would have loved to have this one. But I can't unsee that weird chest that he has going on this. That is super off. I've never seen him miss like that before, ever. Instead of shading it like a ripple on it, and I don't know, man. This, what happened? What happened? And I wasn't the only one to notice it. Like, I saw a lot of people commenting on it as well when it first showed it online. And there's one without the border around it. Full cityscape. Yes, I don't know. Super, super off. Super unfortunate. Could have been great. Could have been great. But yeah, I think that's it for the DC covers for this week. Or the DC books. Yeah, there it is. Superman got dad boobs. Yeah. Sure does. What is going on, Ryan Riley? Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Boom. So let's see. Make this back to normal. There we go. Stop sharing. Let's see. What? Not the broadcast. Don't need the broadcast. Need the giveaway. StreamYard.com/giveaway. That's what we need. What's going to be the hashtag for today? What are we doing for that? What are we doing for the hashtag? Let's see. Let's do hashtag Peacemaker because that's what we're going to talk about while these things come in. Peacemaker show starts next month. We're at the end of this month, so we're there. But Peacemaker starts next month. Where's the one that I like? Where's the one that I like? Not it. That's the one that I like. We're doing hashtag Peacemaker. The new trailer dropped. It looked fantastic. I don't know how many of y'all might have seen it or not seen it, but the new trailer was amazing. We're doing some interdimensional stuff with his little what would you even call that? His little hideout, his base of operations. Judo Master was shown to be returning. It looks like we're going to be hanging out on a separate world where Peacemaker, his dad, and his brother are still alive and might be looked at as good guys. That looks cool. It looked like it has the same tone, the same vibe, the same feel as the first season, which I thought was a flipping 10 out of 10. The first season was amazing. Cena kicking his own butt. Yeah. Comes face to face with himself. More than Cena kicking his own butt, I cannot wait to see Frank Grillo put his paws on Christopher Smith. Joel Kinnaman, Rick Flag himself, was featured in the trailer in the form of a photo. He saw a picture of him, and Frank Grillo, Rick Flag Sr., saying that he's looking for him for what he did to his son. And Adebayo is even saying, like, dude, this guy's coming for you, and X, Y, and Z. I like that they're not ignoring that. Man, I like that we have Frank Grillo. I like that we have Rick Flag. Absolutely love Joel Kinnaman's Rick Flag. He was fantastic in both films. But I was a big fan. So what are we giving away today? I need to check. I think we've had a couple of the super chats. I need to check the number on the super chats. I can't see it from the StreamYard in. See if we're doing the bonus prizes today. We got 2 out of 5 of the super chats in. 2 out of 5. Not quite there for the bonus ones. But yeah, giving away today is the Booster Gold cover, or I'm sorry, Booster Gold. Yeah, it is Booster Gold. Yeah, the Gold Beetle cover for that. What was the name of it? Dark Tomorrow. The Dark Tomorrow book by Nathan Zerdy. Beautiful book. The Sonic X DC issue number 5. And that was the Lucas Meyer variant, as well as the Shark Week book. And then we're going to draw the bonus trading cards after we draw the winner. If we get those other 3 super chats in the next few minutes here, we'll throw in the mystery pack, the semi-mystery pack. You get 4. Oh, I need to get this off the screen. Man, I'm out of practice with StreamYard. They've moved everything in here, and I'm not quick on the draw. You get 4 mystery comics, the limited foil Legion logo, the ABX, what is that? That's the magnet. Some Justice League Watchtower cards, a sealed pack of cards, and more comics. So that pack will get added to it if we hit that. Ain't there yet, though. We're at 2 out of 5, and I'm hard stopping at 3 today, by the way. Past few, we've gone a little bit over, but not rolling. So, all right, get ready to spin this thing. The look on Cena's face when he heard her say Rick Flag before senior. Yeah, he did, didn't he? It looked pretty hilarious. I like that. See, that's one of those things that I think that blend of humor and serious actually works really well for, because it's an R-rated show. So the serious stuff is actually a lot more serious. So the humor doesn't like offset it as much. I don't know if that makes sense. It does to me. It makes sense to me, and that's what matters. It does to me, and that's definitely what matters. But I'm really excited for it. I want to go back and rewatch season 1 before we get there. I don't know if I'll make it, but it'd be nice if I did.
I understand.
The super push. Got a $6 super chat from Steven with a C saying, let's go. Appreciate you, homie. But yeah, looking forward to Peacemaker. All right, we're getting ready to spin this bad boy. And remember, the rules are, if you're a channel member, which you can hit that join button, become a channel member. You just want to make sure you do it before Sunday, before we do the Legionnaires prize pack. Free shipping worldwide if you're a channel member. It's free shipping in the U.S. If you're not a channel member, if you're outside of the U.S. and you win, you can price tag somebody. Or you can opt to get a $10 shipping credit, and you can pay the difference. Completely up to you, but I need to know before I end the stream. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. And the winner is Lisa Babs. Yes. 2 weeks in a row. Let's go. So big congrats to Lisa. And big shout out to Steven with a C, pushing it to the limit there, buddy. I appreciate you doing that. Got the bonus things thrown in there. Let's see what cards you're getting. Let's see what cards. I had to unbury them. There's a bunch of Starship Troopers figures on them. Do-do-do-do-do. I hear footsteps.
I don't want to look.
Then don't look. 2 times in a row. No, I don't feel guilty. It's random draw.
Discard monkey. Your turn. Your turn. Okay. We both have to get 4, okay?
No, you both get 2.
That's Finn's, that's mine. I don't know which one I want. I'll pick the other one that you don't choose, okay?
There you go. See, don't put it back. She said she'll pick the other one. There you go. Those are good ones. Those are good ones. You got Connor Kent Superboy, Furion, Green Arrow, and Supergirl, which I think she sent you this last week. So I'm going to swap it out for a rando because I know that one was packed up last week, so you don't have doubles. Oh, that's this would be apt. This would be apt. We got Arsenal to go with that Green Arrow card. There we go. Got you set up. So the pack, the books, the trading cards. Where's this other stuff? We even got brand new ABX pins. So if you like pins, you got a pin. And I'll get boxed up, passed off to Pop, and headed your way. Make sure you check your Instagram as well. I don't know if you saw it, but Pop's messages with the tracking number and the shipping stuff. So that'll be passed off to him and heading your way. So I appreciate you. A few minutes earlier, keeping it tight today. I got some stuff I got to do around the house here. But I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out. It was a chill stream today. Pretty chill show. It's a 5th week. That's how it goes, I guess. But hope everyone has a good one. Come by and hang out this Sunday at 8:30 for Outweek. So what's today? Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll be live with Sector 2815 on his Guess That Key game show. So you can find his direct link in the chat as well, or in the description. Come hang out. Play Guess That Key, fun game show, and win some books over there as well. Until next time, that's going to do it. Hope y'all have a good one. And remember, we are Legion.
All that ends right now!